Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and today we'll be taking a look at my thoughts on the Pokémon OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire demo. The demo for OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire is out now, and at the time I'm uploading this video, we're 20 days from the game's official release. So I figured I'd give you all a video sharing my thoughts on the demo and some of the recent announcements regarding the games. Now I won't be saying everything I think about these games because I'm gonna need stuff to discuss in the full review, but I figured I'd start the discussion a few weeks early just so when the full games come out we can have a way to look back and see if they met our expectations or not. So without further ado, let's begin. First, I want to discuss controlling your character. Oh my god. If there was anything I could say I'm actually excited about for these games, it's this. In Pokemon X and Y, when you used your roller skates, circle pad with your bike, or circle pad in the tall grass, you were able to move in any direction you wanted. It was really nice, but it was a real shame that you couldn't run with the circle pad in more than 8 directions. In OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire, you're able to walk, run, and sneak in any direction you want with the circle pad. At long last, the grid is gone. Except for on the D-pad, we're cool with that. This is what true freedom feels like, ladies and gentlemen, and there's not a thing in the world that feels any better than that. Now, I'm sure to most people this seems like a pretty unimportant feature, but nope, not to us Pokemon fans, cause my god, have we been waiting for this. Oh, and that whole sneaking thing? Yeah, it's way more fun than it should be. And I think the best part about this feature is knowing that there will be people that will try and sneak through the whole game. And I kinda wanna be one of those people. Next, the music we've heard so far is pretty great. I'm really excited about and also very nervous about the Elite Four theme. I really hope they keep the claps in because they're the best part of that song. But I've got faith in the sound team, I think they'll do a pretty good job. Not only do these games sound good so far, but they look pretty good too. The overworld in the demo alone looks much more vibrant than the one in Pokemon X and Y. There's just a lot more color everywhere, and from what I've seen in screenshots, it appears that more Pokemon will be decorating the overworld too, which is something I wish was done more in X and Y. And the feature that allows you to fly around over the Hoenn region on Latios or Latias' back looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe for only 5 minutes, but they will be a stellar 5 minutes. Now the battles don't look any different than they did in X and Y. The splash screen at the beginning of each battle still looks great, and seeing Omura's take on Sugimori's old character designs was a lot of fun too. It is kinda bizarre seeing these high-res pictures on a 3DS instead of those old sprites on a tiny GBA and saying, oh, that's what that was supposed to look like. The demo definitely had soul to it, and I think that'll carry over to the full games quite nicely. The characters are expressive, and the dialogue actually made me laugh a few times. They already have more personality than they did in the original games, and we see some of them for just 1 or 2 scenes. And the people who write the dialogue are very aware of the characters that they're writing for, and that's always fun. And unfortunately, here are some big gripes I have with OmegaRuby and AlphaSapphire going into them. The frame rate during battles will drop heavily with the 3D on. This was an issue that was in X and Y, and it baffles me that it's in these games too after they've had so long to fix it. Whether you care about the 3D or not doesn't really matter to me. I don't use it either, but it's the lack of quality assurance that's lingering around that bothers me. Also, Junichi Masuda has confirmed in several interviews that character customization will not be returning. He claims that it's a part of Kalos' theme of beauty, which seems like the biggest cop-out ever to me. And a lot of people have told me it's because Brendan and May are established characters. I'm sorry, but that's just a poor excuse. With that logic, we shouldn't be allowed to pick our own name at the beginning of the game. They should just pick one for us. These games were announced 6 months ago, and I feel like it was cut out to meet a deadline. And lastly, X and Y aren't going to be patched to use the new Megastones and Primal Reversions. I'll expand on how I feel about that, as well as customization not returning when I review the full games. Mostly because I don't want to end up repeating myself. I'll just let you know now that I'm not thrilled about it. And to end this video, a quick announcement. I've been thinking about doing a Nuzlocke challenge of a Pokemon game for a long time now. I've done a bunch in my own free time, and I've even streamed one before on Ruby version, and I made it all the way to the end of the game. A lot of Pokemon died, I will assure you of that. I'd like to conquer the Hoenn region again, and I thought why not do one when OmegaRuby comes out. I post all the videos on my second channel, so if you're not interested, your subscription feed won't be overrun with episodes. Let me know in the comments which starter I should pick. I'm leaning towards Torchic since I love Blaziken, but I want to have all your input too. Thank you for watching, and if you play the demo, share your thoughts on that in the comments as well. Check out the videos on screen right now, follow me on Twitter and all those other social media things, and I'll see you guys next time with more videos.